Aaron Hicks is ready to go. Are you starting him? Are you sitting him? Are you even activating him? Let's talk about it next. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Joe's McFly. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, as this will be your premier playoff spot for all of playoff reactions, news, notes, and of course podcasts when it does come to all things Yankees and for the MLB playoffs. If this is your first time on the channel, first of all, thank you. Make sure you do click on that subscribe button and notification tab. Click a like on the video, comment, interact with everybody, and share with your friends. Make sure that you do follow me on Instagram at Joe's McFly, and make sure you do click on turn on notifications, as well as following me on Twitter at Joe's McFly. I keep it very consistent, as I'll be uploading playoff videos and reactions and just talking about all things baseball. As I did mention before, I do have a podcast that is available on all of these platforms that you see here. So make sure you do look for us for the Pinstripe Strong podcast to get all of your news. Make sure you guys enjoy this video. Thank you. What's going on, Pinstripe Strong Army? It's your boy Joe's McFly. The New York Yankees are rolling. That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit, my man. What you doing? Oh, we playing? Let's go! Let's go! Oh, shit!
Estamos activos, el equipo está encendido. Estamos ready
What is going on, y'all? It is your boy Joe's McFly, and I'm here to talk about the only thing really worrying the Yankees at this point in time, as they finish sweeping the hell out of the Minnesota Twins. You guys probably listened to the podcast already. If you didn't, definitely check it out. But the Yankees, after their sweep, have this nice rest period until they have to play again on Saturday. You guys have no idea. Today is Wednesday at the time that I am recording this. I seen earlier St. Louis go up against Atlanta, and Atlanta gets smacked. At this point in time, I'm watching the Nationals go up against the Dodgers, and I'm watching Walker Buehler just carve up the Nats. Now, that game ain't changed, but at this point in time, they're actually trailing 3-1, so that's interesting. But the Yankees were the only team to take care of business. The Rays yesterday actually ended up forcing a Game 5 as they ended up beating Houston 2 straight. Will they beat them 3 straight? I don't know. I hope so. But nonetheless, the Yankees actually got some very, very, very surprising, in my opinion, news. It's very good news. The Associated Press would come out of literally left field, probably, and they say Aaron Hicks said he feels fine and is ready to return to the Yankees for the American League Championship Series. Whether that will actually happen is another story. Hicks has not appeared in a game for the Yankees since back on August 3rd due to a lingering discomfort in his right elbow, but he's been participating in full baseball workouts at the team's spring training complex in Tampa, and he told the Associated Press on Tuesday that he's definitely ready to go out there and play. Kudos to Hicks for continuing to work hard to try to come back and try to help this team win. Now, what's interesting, and the reason why I even doubted this from happening, is actually because when Hicks got hurt, Aaron Boone actually said something very interesting. Aaron Boone actually said that he does not expect Aaron Hicks to be able to return at any point during the postseason. So that was interesting that he did choose those words, that he would not return at any point at all. Hicks at the time was throwing at 90 feet and was optimistic that he can be able to avoid Tommy John surgery on his ailing right elbow. The Yankees aren't going to risk a setback with him this year, and he's been out since early August. So you would think there, with those kind of things, hey, you know what, the Yankees are going to be extra cautious with him. Forget it. However, what Boone said today kind of hinted to me that, you know what, they may be considering putting him on this roster. Yankees manager Aaron Boone said on Wednesday that Aaron Hicks is very much a consideration for the ALCS. Hicks traveled to New York on Wednesday from the Yankees spring training complex in Tampa, where he had been doing regular workouts for the last couple of weeks. The veteran outfielder hasn't appeared in a major league game since August 3rd due to a lingering right elbow discomfort, and he's made steady progress on the side and could provide a boost for the Yankees in a best-of-7 American League Championship Series. Now, the fact that Boone said he's very much in consideration kind of makes me think the Yankees seen something in his at-bats and his sim at bats, which we have not seen, to be able to say he's very much in consideration. Now, there's a couple of pros and cons to having Hicks come back on, and then we're going to discuss that. We're also going to go ahead and discuss what's going to happen with the roster, what's going to happen with the lineup. Are you going to start him? Are you going to sit him? And how is it going to juggle around the defense, and what are you going to do? Somebody else has to sit. The pros for him are definitely great defense and an arm. I'll put an asterisk on the arm because I don't know if his arm is really good, and he's been throwing full bore, no problem, no pain, no discomfort, nothing, then fine. A switch hitting bat will be a welcome addition to this team. The Yankees currently don't really have a left. Actually, I mean, Tyler Wade technically is a left-handed batter, but he wouldn't be used to come in to hit for anybody, not unless he's coming in for an injury or something. Having a guy like Aaron Hicks that can be able to hit from both sides of the plate would be a tremendous plus, especially if you face the Rays and you're going to have home field advantage, and you're going to have so many more home games now at Yankee Stadium. But also, if you face the Astros, now you have center field. It's a big, very big, spacious center field where Aaron Hicks can be able to cover a lot of ground in, and his left-handed bat can still play there, as well as his right-handed bat with the Crawford boxes right over there. Hicks has had the propensity for getting the big hit this year, and he's been very clutch in situations where the Yankees needed it the most. Most notably on July 23rd against the very same Twins that the Yankees had just eliminated. Yankees were down in a back-and-forth game, the middle game of that series, and Hicks actually hit a 2-run homer for the Yankees to take the lead, and then he saves the game with an amazing catch, probably the best catch that you will see all year. He had another game in Tampa on July 6th, down 1 run in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs. Hicks would come up and he would tie the game in the 9th. Hicks would also have a very good game where he would have a double and also an RBI single in that game. I may be missing some others, but June 9th is another. Against the Cleveland Indians in extra innings, Hicks delivers a RBI double in the 10th to be able to help the Yankees beat the Tribe and be able to make up for an error that Didi made in that game. Hicks is also a guy that can be able to provide power from both sides, as I did mention a little bit earlier with the switch hitting. Now, a couple of the cons. There are cons that are associated with this. Now, you can't brush over the fact that Aaron Hicks has not faced anybody in the major leagues since August 3rd. He's still going to need time to be able to get his footing under him, some at-bats, and do the Yankees really have the luxury to be able to have that happen? Now, if there is an offense that can hide a player, this is the offense. People are saying another thing, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. It could upset the chemistry. These guys, the Yankees have actually rocked with the same starting lineup 3 games straight. I actually don't even know when was the last time that they did that, as the Yankees had 155 different lineups the entire year. What I say to the chemistry thing is there's nothing wrong with adding good players, as I think that will add to the chemistry, not detract from it. In 221 at-bats, Hicks did have 12 homers with a 235 batting average, 325 on-base percentage, 443 slugging, and a 769 OPS. Another big question is, what would his postseason role be? And I will cover that in a second. Another thing is, once one comes on, another one has to come off, so who's going to do it? First of all, you got to get Hicks off of the 60-day IL, so who are you going to be able to take off of the 40-man? That should be easy enough for the Yankees, as I'm sure they have a lot of different DFA candidates. But when it does come to position players, there are 3 players that are likely suspects to probably get removed to be replaced by Aaron Hicks. Tyler Wade, who serves as the backup infielder right now and does pinch running duties, is a guy that, in my opinion, probably most likely. This is the most likely. Cameron Maybin is right now doing the backup outfielder role and coming in for Giancarlo Stanton in the middle innings to be able to shore up the outfield defense. Has also come in as an extra pinch runner in certain situations, but that is what he is doing right now. The least likely to be removed for Hicks is probably Voit, as Voit, even though he's had a horrible month of September and hasn't been the same since that sports hernia, I think that the Yankees will I think he's still going to deliver a big hit for the Yankees at some point in time. Voit and Cameron Maybin, I think, are very safe. Voit because of what I just mentioned, and Cameron Maybin because I think he can do a little bit of what Wade does. He probably doesn't have as much speed as Wade, but at least he can be able to do that. And you've already seen him steal a couple of bases in the series. Now, the lineup is as follows. DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Gardy, Edwin Encarnacion, Giancarlo Stanton, Gleyber Torres, Gary Sanchez, Didi Gregorius, Gio Urshela. Now, you would have to determine what you're going to do with Hicks. Is he going to start or is he going to come off the bench? If he's gonna start, the only way that I see him starting is if you bench Gio Urshela. You're not benching Giancarlo Stanton. It's not happening. There's some Giancarlo Stanton haters out there. Not happening. By benching Gio Urshela, it allows you to move DJ LeMahieu from first to third, put Hicks in center, move Gardy to left, move Giancarlo to DH, and it would actually have your best defensive outfield out there. With Hicks, Gardy, and Judge, you'd have guys that can be able to cover ground, can be able to get to a lot of balls, and you don't have to worry about subbing late for defensive substitutions. As far in the lineup, I would probably flip-flop him and Urshela in the same spot. Like I said, if there is a team's offense that can hide a player, would be the Yankee offense. Now again, this is assuming that Hicks is 100% fully healthy and the Yankees have seen everything that they needed to see in those sim games to be able to trust them in an American League Championship Series. Now the other option would be for him to come off of the bench. Now no matter what happens with the arrival of Hicks, it would be diminishing Maybin's role just a bit. The way that this could be able to work off of the bench is kind of like what Maybin does right now. Late innings, you put Hicks in center field, move Gardy over to left, boom, best outfield. You got it defensively, you can be able to lock them down. Those are your closers in the outfield defensively. I do think that a lot of this really does hinge on what the Yankees believe it or not, with Encarnacion. As you guys very well know, Encarnacion had a oblique injury that kept him out for a very long time. I think that that's the one that would determine what happens with Hicks. Are the Yankees comfortable with putting Edwin Encarnacion into first base? If they are and they feel that he is 100% fully healthy, then by all means, go ahead and you can be able to do that. Move DJ right over to third base, put Edwin Encarnacion at first, and then put Giancarlo Stanton at DH. However, if the Yankees do confidently feel, hey, you know what, this is Hicks, Hicks is ready to go and he can beat Aaron Hicks, then put him on the roster. Absolutely. A switch hitter that can be able to play center field for you and hit with that kind of power is a welcome addition. I don't care what anybody says. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you starting Aaron Hicks? Are you putting him on the roster? Or are you putting him on the roster and putting him on the bench? What would you do? I think that if Aaron Hicks is Aaron Hicks, you kind of got to start him. I think you're kind of wasting his talent on the bench. And if you're able to put him on the roster, I think he could be able to run into one. He's been clutch this year. Defensively, he's awesome. And if he can be able to throw, he's not a liability out there, has the same velocity out of his arm. By all means, give me Aaron Hicks. But that's it for Yankee news at this point in time. It does look like Zach Britton as well as Aroldis Chapman will be 100% fully recovered and be ready to go for the ALCS. ALCS start times have been released as the Yankees will be playing, no matter what opponent they play, Saturday and Sunday at 8:08. I think that the Yankees are a runaway freight train. They're super hot and they're ready to go right now. Get ready for the playoffs as I am. And by the way, guys, for merch like this and any of the other hoodies and shirts and things like that, get yourself playoff ready. There is a link in the description. Click on that right there and just order your shirts today. Make sure to use promo code ALDS to get discounts off of your order. But that's it for this video, and make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and let us know what you guys think. And make sure you do subscribe to the Pinstripe podcast, as I did say that all that stuff earlier. And I will be doing a podcast after each and every single ALCS game. Make sure you do check out the last one. But like I always say, guys, make sure you do keep your pinstripes on. Stay pinstripe strong. Let's go Yankees. 8 for 28. Tell them Noah.